Hello everybody, how are you all doing today? This is Karthik Poovanam and I'm a leadership coach and an author of more than 80 published books. Now, what I find mostly which is happening with a lot of people, especially the youth, is that they are becoming intolerant in a big way within themselves. Small little things are disturbing them. Ask yourself, if somebody shouts at you, you get disappointed, you get frustrated for no reasons, little things really disturbs you, and internally you cannot just be with yourself and you feel very, very bad within you. So this is the truth of the majority of the youth. And there's a huge line, amazing line, which is, I would say, gathering in front of the psychologists and the psychiatrists. And this just speaks volumes about what's happening to us as a humanity. What is it that is happening to the human well-being? This needs to be asked, this needs to be addressed. Until and unless we are addressing this crisis as to exactly what is happening to us as in the youth. Are we feeling good within ourselves? Are we feeling charged? Are we feeling enthusiastic? What are those two core essential things which are responsible in the youth age? A youth essentially means you are becoming somebody. Your energies are at a certain level of vibrancy. Now, until and unless you know how to harness it, you will not be able to take it to the direction in which you want to take it. And an unharnessed energy is a chaotic disaster. Let me tell you, an unharnessed energy is a chaotic disorder. A chaotic disorder manifests nothing but stress, anxiety, and depression in the long run. Let me repeat this once again. A chaotic situation within you only manifests anxiety, depression, and what else does it manifest? So it's very, very important for you to understand that you are here to harness your energy. You need to harness yourself in a very efficient way when you're a youth. What are the key things that you can do to harness your energy levels? One essential thing that you can do to harness your energy levels is to be more deeply connected to yourself. And how can you be deeply connected to yourself? One, be honest with yourself. Whenever you're honest with yourself and honest about your feelings, you are very deeply connected to yourself and you are aware of what you're doing. Two, take time to distance those thoughts which are damaging you and enhance the quality of the thoughts which are enabling you. If there are thoughts which are giving you good feelings, enable them. Increase their visual image, increase their visual appeal, increase their auditory appeal. This is very, very important. Two, understand that the thoughts which are damaging and draining your energy are not useful for you. The thoughts which are limiting your energy levels are not useful for you. Eradicate them from your life. Eradicate them from your personal, conscious and unconscious thought modes. You need to do that. There are certain thoughts which keep repeating and recurring itself and they are not necessarily pleasing. There are certain behaviors which are triggered from these kinds of thoughts which are not very pleasing, which are not very hygienic, which are not quite healthy. Like youth who is getting into drinking and smoking. Drinking and smoking is bad. They constantly advertise about it, but still there is an increasing number of people who are buying and consuming it. The reason is because you're stressed. The reason is because you got into anxiety, and now to run away from yourself, you got into this kind of a mode. You got to literally disengage from this kind of a mode. You got to literally disengage from this kind of a reality, and you have to position yourself in a deeply, wonderfully, and efficient way. Once you do that, what happens? You will be very deeply connected to yourself. You will be deeply connected to what you want to do. You will be deeply connected to how you want to structure your life. To structure your life and to position your life in a highly efficient way, you need to be deeply connected to yourself. And in connecting to yourself deeply, you are in many ways making yourself more empowered, more efficient, and more largely connected to what you want. So this is the perfect way in which, if you are in your youth age, you can engage. And the next most important thing to bring about in your life is listen to harmonious music. Do a research about what is harmony. What is the music that brings calmness to your body, mind, emotion, and spreads to your energy? What is the music you got to listen? What are the music that you're hearing, and what is the impact of the music that you listen? Today, many people, especially the youth age, you are constantly under the influence of music. You listen to music. Now this definitely has a very wide impact in the way in which you think and the way in which your brain creates a certain wave pattern within, which is triggering a certain kind of an emotional response. So based on the brain waves and the way in which a certain process happens within your brain, it is also triggering a certain kind of a chemical reaction which is causing an emotional outburst in you. So it is very, very important that you listen to certain kind of music which is giving you more harmony and more connectedness and more soothing effect within yourself, because that's what's more important. The next most important thing is what kind of people you are connected to. What is the kind of talks that you do? Are you constantly doing this bitching talk about others? Especially most of the youth talks that I see today is about, what's happening to the neighbor, what is this person doing, what is your friend, with who are they, what is the character of this girl. You are not here to give a character certificate. No one has appointed you to give character certificates to people. Focus more on quality communication. It's very, very important at the youth age that you understand how you're feeling. Everybody must come together in the youth and ask each other how are they feeling in each other's presence. Very, very important. Do not take yourself to be granted. Do not force your thoughts into another individual person. If you see all my talks, I'm not forcing my thoughts into you. I giving you a choice. Given a choice, if you ask yourself, I'm asking you, if you give yourself a choice, what is the state that you want to be in? Do you want to be in a distress? Do you want to be in an unharmonious state? Or do you want to experience harmony? What is the thought that you would like to be in? And that is exactly what you got to ask. That is exactly what you got to do. That's exactly what you got to empower and ask yourself and trigger yourself. And once you do that, you will be more connected and more deeply engrossed in your life. Stay blessed, stay energized. This is Karthik Poovanam. Have a great day. And in the youth age, always harness your energy. Stay blessed.